It's Taco Tuesday!
Yo, happy Feel Good Friday, everyone. It's Taco here, back with another banger for you guys. Now, in today's video, I'm going to cover 3 different NFT projects that I've got my eyes on and that are all going to be minting or dropping in March or beyond, which means there is plenty of time for you guys to get in on these projects while it's super early before all the massive hype comes. As always, if you guys enjoy this video, hammer the like button, subscribe to support the channel, and drop a comment down below letting me know what projects you guys are hyped about and want me to look into. Alright, so let's kick it off with Whiskers. Now, this is a project whose Twitter just popped up in the past week and a half, maybe 2 weeks, but their Discord did actually finally open just in the past few days. Now, they are doing the closed phased approach, meaning that if you guys want to get into the Discord server, you're going to want to follow them on Twitter, turn notifications on, and just be ready for when they share those links or codes to get in. Now, it is still super early for Whiskers. I was in the first 500 people to get into the server, and there's only about 1,200 or so members as of now, so still plenty of time for you guys to get in and get involved with this project. Now, with a name like Whiskers, I know a lot of you guys are probably thinking this is some kind of cat or, Cool Cat's derivative. No, this is actually going to be a project built around fish. I think specifically koi fish, as you guys can tell by the base character here. Alright, so I'll share with you guys some of the art that we've seen so far. It looks like we have a knight here, which is pretty dope. This one is kind of like a dinosaur outfit. I think the theme that we've seen with all the sneak peeks so far is this fantasy-driven, RPG MMO style. And I know Rico mentions that actually in the Discord, that was kind of the inspiration behind a lot of the art here. And I think something cool that they mentioned on one of the Twitter spaces is that every piece in this collection is going to have an item right above their head. And that's going to be a trait that's really inspired around the whole idea of like having an item in your inventory for all my gamers out there. So I don't think we've seen like a trait or kind of a, an inventory item in any other collection, at least that I'm aware of. So this is really dope to me. I think this style is going to resonate with a lot of other gamers out there. And I'll share just one more teaser from the Discord, which is definitely my favorite here. This ranger guy who's got this like bronze key right above him. So I think from a lore and story standpoint, there's going to be a lot to build off of here, because when you do enter the Discord, you are going to actually have a section of lore where you're going to pick a faction, and these factions are based on different regions within this greater world. What this does is this opens up a ton of opportunity in the future and down the line when there is a story involved, there is actually lore. It really opens up for storytelling, and I think it also makes people feel a lot more integrated and interested in the project. Now, for the team or the founder and creator of Whiskers, it's going to be Rico's Film, who is from the Cool Cats community, but he was also a co-founder, or is a co-founder, of Letters with Vinny Hager, which is obviously a wildly popular and successful project. So having that on your resume is massive. Now, if you guys are interested in seeing more of Rico's work and some of his past experience, he does have his portfolio linked here on his Twitter. But I mean, he has immense talent in photography, programming, designing, illustrating. He really does it all. So I really look forward to what he's going to do with this Whiskers collection. Next, we'll be covering Supreme Skulls, or Skulls Prime, on Twitter. Now, they're already almost at about 40,000 followers. They're definitely gaining steam and a little bit of hype. And this is largely due to this project being a walking animation one, similar or inspired by Invisible Friends, which is obviously one of the most hyped NFT projects maybe ever, that is minting very soon. Now, with Supreme Skulls, I saw them a lot on Twitter. They're getting a ton of really good engagement on a lot of their tweets. And as I mentioned, it's going to be that walking animation, which I think we're only going to continue to see a lot more of after Invisible Friends mints and all the great success that it has. So I think getting involved in this meta early is definitely beneficial. So I'll head over to their Discord now, and it is going to be a collection of 10,000 randomly generated walking NFTs on the Ethereum blockchain. Now, in terms of a mint price and a mint date, these have not been finalized yet. And since they have it, I think it's safe to say that this project will be minting in at least March, maybe beyond that. But Their Discord is closed right now. They are also doing the phased approach. So you guys are gonna have to be on the lookout for those invite codes and those Discord invite links. I will share with you guys some of the sneak peeks that are in their Discord. So as you can see here, they've got like some ducks accompanying the skull here, which I think is super sick. Even some music notes popping out. This one is a lot more clean. He's got an Ethereum chain with some 3D glasses. We've got some clouds animated here, and then the gold skull with the halo above him. I think this is my favorite of the sneak peeks. From these sneak peeks, the art looks really dope. I think this project can do really well. My only concern is the whole hype bear situation. If you guys follow that project or are involved with it, they teased, the walking animated bears, and then the project ended up being just static. So as long as Supreme Skulls can actually commit and deliver on having a 10,000 walking animated collection, I think there's definitely gonna be some hype and definitely a lot of people looking to get into this project, especially if they missed Invisible Friends. Now for the team or the founder, creator of Supreme Skulls or Skulls Prime, it's gonna be Justin NCR. So it looks like he's got a solid following on his Twitter here, almost 24,000 followers. But actually looking around on Google and even on his Twitter page, I wasn't able to find a lot of his work or other things that he's done in the past. So that's something just to keep in mind. If he does have a portfolio and he does share it, I would love to see it, and I'm sure a lot of other people would. Obviously right now, a big thing is having a docs and experienced team. So hopefully we learn a little bit more about the team and their background. But once again, this project is very, very early. So definitely keep your eyes out on this one, and we'll just kind of see as more details and announcements come out. And for the third project, we have Phantom Network or Project PXN. Their Discord already has a significant following, almost 60,000 followers here. But of the three projects, this is probably the one that we know the least amount just in terms of roadmap, utility, and all those important dates. Once again, this is going to be another closed Discord. I did manage to get in. They only have about 2,500 people in the Discord right now. So once again, it is still very, very early. We do not have a mint date, mint price, or a roadmap or any of that. As I mentioned, the art for this one is going to be what really catches your eye. This is what brought me to it. And it's going to have this animated, GIF style here. Hopefully this is going to be the same for the NFTs and not just the teasers. But this anime styled art with just crazy, crazy detail. It looks like it's just been done so well. Right here we have another one. These are the only two teasers that have been shared on Twitter and in the Discord, but man, it's just been done to a degree that I don't think we've seen executed so far. All right, so what do we know about the Phantom Network? Well, there's actually a lot more going on here, even though the details in the project and in the Discord aren't fully explained. First off, the team and the founders behind Phantom Network are going to be the same team behind Nanoverse or NanoPass, if you're familiar. So the same team and the same devs. So NanoPass was a project that I actually didn't get involved in. I just had too much going on at the time, but it is going to be a metaverse, virtual land kind of project. And the floor price has been holding up pretty well from my understanding, sitting at 1.75 here. So if we look at the NanoPass Phase 2 light paper, it mentions that agents of the NanoPass is going to be the second foundational piece to their larger plan. So these are going to be fully rigged 3D models, which will have eventually AI functionality. They talk about, Siri and Alexa voice-based here, which is crazy. But they want to make these agents feel natural in their living environments. But it seems like there's a level of automation that they want these agents to be able to have for their owners. They talk about cosmetics here as well. This really feels like a Valorant agent here with just kind of the art and design. They also talk about tokenomics, with bits tokens being the central currency that ties the entire nanoverse together. And they talk about purchasing cosmetics or assets for your different nano passes. So I think the first step in, if you're interested in Phantom Network, is to check out Project NanoPass. Check out that entire project, read more into the the roadmap and the light papers there. But it seems like this is another step in the nanoverse ecosystem, and there's a lot of exciting stuff here. If they can deliver, this will be massive in my opinion. That'll wrap it up for the three projects that are really on my radar right now. I think we're seeing a ton of hype projects drop in these next 2 weeks, so it's important to start looking ahead into March and seeing what are going to be the next big projects, and it is still early on all three of these. So I hope you guys found these projects interesting and this video helpful. If you did, hammer that like button, subscribe to the channel, and drop me a comment down below your thoughts on these 3 projects. I have another video coming on Tuesday as usual, and until then, I'm out.